Hello, the purpose of today's video tutorial is to go over our Skedulo mobile app that we use here at Natera. The purpose of this mobile app is for you to be able to provide real-time communication to us here at the lab, but just as important, the patients that you will be completing their draw requests for. So I'm going to start sharing my screen, but there's going to be three things I'll be going over today. Number one is to actually utilize the system in order to complete the draw request for the patients. Number two, though, is I'm going to take you through some of the settings and show you how to actually update your settings based off of your preferences. Number three, I'm going to show you how to create your schedules as far as when you're available or when you're not available. So let's start sharing our screen here in 3 seconds. All right, perfect. So whenever you receive a draw request, we're going to be sending those draw requests to you directly, or your vendor may be sending you those draw requests to you directly. 9 out of 10 times, they're going to send you over a text message, and it's going to look similar to this right here. So in this case, you'll see that yes, this is a new job. Here's the job number. Um, you have the date. You'll have the suggested time. You'll have the patient's address. The patient's name in this case is DH test 1. That 30 minutes is not necessarily saying that the appointment is only going to take 30 minutes or will even take a full 30 minutes. That's really telling the patient that you're going to arrive at some point between 9:51 and 10:21. So it's that 30-minute arrival window, is what that actually is referring to. Now, when you receive this text message, there's two things that you can do. You can either reply no, that you're not available for it, or yes, that you can actually take care of this patient on this day. Now, in those events that you can take care of the patient today, but you cannot accommodate this exact time, still reply yes, but then you will have the option of contacting the patient in order to work out a different schedule. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and reply back yes. There should be a space, and then you're going to type in the actual job number. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong job number there. All right, there we go. So we have yes space 0121. Go ahead and hit your reply button, and then you're going to receive a response back that says this job has been successfully accepted. So now we're good to go as far as you have confirmed the appointment that you can take care of this patient on this day. As soon as you reply back in your text message, which is why it's extremely important for you to reply back to these messages, because once you confirm the appointment on your end, that sends out a confirmation text message to the patient to say, hey, your appointment has been confirmed for this day and this arrival window time. So definitely definitely please be sure to reply to your text messages as soon as they come in. Next is you have already replied yes that you can cover it. So now you need to go over here to the mobile app. Just to make sure that you do have the correct mobile app downloaded, it should be Skedulo. Should be a blue box, has a little white box, and then 3 blue lines. All right, you should also receive an invitation from me to say, hey, Derek Hicks has invited you to Skedulo. Please, create a password, and then your login information will be set. That is the same exact login information you're going to use when you go to Skedulo. As soon as you get logged into Skedulo, you're going to have two different options. One is going to be log in with Salesforce. The other is going to be log in with team name. You always want to utilize the team name option. If you are not team Natera, you could be team vendor, whatever your vendor system name is, or the organization name. If you are unsure of your team name, please contact the individual who actually brought you on to their organization. Contact them. They will definitely help out as far as getting you situated with your team name. All right, so going into the app, If you already have the app open, or if you have never had the app open, just kind of drag your screen down, have it be refreshed, and then you're going to be able to see this new job number here. So as you can see at the bottom, it definitely shows you as job 121. D Hicks is the person who created this job request here from Natera. But then you also see there's a statement next to that that says, be sure to verbally contact the patient to confirm. These are this could be any kind of special instructions. Please pay attention to these instructions. Sometimes you may see patient prefers to be drawn on the outside, especially during COVID-19 times. Sometimes you may see patient as a hard stick, so please um, be very experienced and come prepared to actually deal with that process. So certainly be sure to take a look at those special instructions there. And then if you see beneath that, it says confirmed because you've already confirmed the appointment. The patient has already received their confirmation notice as well. Then you'll see the patient's address, you'll see the test type, and then you'll see the patient's name at the very bottom. The very first thing you would do is just click anywhere on this job number. So I'm just going to click, and then it brings you up here to what I like to call a job details page. This page here pretty much gives you the same exact details. Um, you'll see the job number, you'll see the person who created that draw request, you'll see those special instructions, the draw status, the type of test the patient is having done, their address, the patient's name. Then beneath that, you'll actually see the arrival time window. All right, that's that same 30 minutes that was previously in your text messages. Then you're going to see where it says start travel. So we're going to come back to this part here in 1 second. We also have a blue button here that says actions. We'll come back to that part here in a few. But then if you keep on going a little bit lower, you'll see the patient's name, and then you'll see a little phone on the right side. If you click on that phone, it will give you the option to either call the phone, or you can copy the phone number to the clipboard to where you can use your own dialing out system if need be. The purpose of this is for you to be able to contact the patient and be able to speak with them verbally. If you need to reschedule the appointment, you can do that. If you need if you need to actually just tell them, hey, I'm on the way, you can definitely tell them that as well. The expectations are already given to the patients that they will receive a phone call from their phlebotomist. So please be sure to contact every patient that you have, contact them verbally in order to make sure that they are set up for success in getting their blood draw completed. All right, so I just hit cancel on that part. And now we're going to go back up here to the green and the blue buttons. So let's pretend, for instance, that you just finished speaking to the patient and you need to reschedule their appointment. Well, there's a couple different ways you can do that. Obviously, number one, you can go here right beneath the phone. You have a notes section. So definitely utilize this notes section here to where you can say uh, spoke to patient and rescheduled for 9/2 at 12 p.m. All right. Or you can come in and you can say something along the lines of spoke with patient, but appointment canceled due to patient going to a draw site or clinic. All right. These notes will be able to go back to your vendor, to whoever actually scheduled the appointment or sent you this job request. These notes will be obviously visible for yourself as well. So definitely utilize your notes section. Once you have your note there, just go ahead and hit save. All right, and then it just brings you back here to this job details page. The blue button here that says actions, this is really only for your completion notes. So we're going to skip this one here till the end. But we're going to hit this green button here that says Start Travel. Once you hit Start Travel, you have the option to select uh, if you want to use navigation system or not. So I mean, I have Apple Music, Apple Maps, excuse me, Google Maps, or the Waze app. Um, so it's totally your call, whichever one you have on your device now. Or if you already are comfortable with where you're going, you can just definitely do skip navigation. So for the purpose of today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and do skip navigation. Now this button here switches to saying check-in. At this point, the patient is also receiving another confirmation text message that shows your phlebotomist is on the way. So again, utilizing these tools as they are designed is definitely going to help out as far as communication to all of your patients. All right, so once you arrive to the patient's location, you will hit check-in. Before you start drawing the patient, you will hit the button that says in progress. All right, now this button switched to saying complete job. We do not want you hitting the complete job button until the samples have been taken to FedEx or Quest or whichever location it's supposed to be going to. Almost all of our draw requests go back to FedEx. So do not hit complete job until those samples have been taken to FedEx. Before you even hit complete job though, there's a paperclip on the top right of the screen. If you hit that paperclip, this is where you can take a picture by utilizing your camera. You can take a picture of the patient's sample tubes or their requisition form or even the FedEx shipping label bag. You can definitely take a picture of that so that these pictures will automatically upload to this particular draw request. Okay, so yeah, definitely be sure to actually utilize your camera function in order to snap those photos of just pretty much it will give you confirmation that this job was actually completed. All right. So going back to the job, you just hit the back arrow up top there where it says job 0121. And now you're back to this screen here. You've taken your pictures, you've taken those samples to FedEx, and now you need to hit complete job. All right. As soon as you hit complete job, it is going to automatically bring up the completion notes section. This is where we want you to always type in that FedEx tracking number. Now, if you've already taken a picture of it, you don't have to worry about putting in that FedEx tracking number here as well. Um, so you only have to do one or the other. But as far as if you did utilize your camera to take a picture of the FedEx shipping label bag, in this case, you would just say something like completed 9/1 at 1 p.m. Hit save. Or in this case, you will type in FedEx tracking number, whatever that FedEx tracking number will be. All right, once you have finalized your completion notes, so again, you have two different note fields. The previous one was after you have spoken to the patient or you made those attempts to contact the patient. This notes here is merely for you completing your job. So you'll go ahead and click that save button in the top right corner. And now this job has been complete. If for any reason you need to go back and add some additional notes to your completion notes, that's where you would hit this blue button here that says actions, and then you would go to completion notes. Now, these ones are already in here, so all you have to do is just click, and then you can go back and keep typing some more additional information in here if necessary. And then again, you will hit save. All right, so now those completion notes are going to stay there. Okay, this whole job now is complete. You have replied to the text message. you've contacted the patient, you confirm their appointment time and that you're on the way. You've taken those samples to FedEx. You've taken the pictures of the sample tubes or the requisition form or the FedEx shipping label bag, and you have put your notes into the system. This job is 100% complete. All right. Now, next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to update your settings. So at the very bottom right corner of your screen, you'll see that it says more. If you click on more, it brings you up here. You can just click on settings. Now, I initially set everyone up as their preference to receive text messages. That's just because everyone's not always logged into the mobile app. So I want to make sure that you are receiving your draw requests when you get them as quickly as possible, because we're looking for very quick turnaround times here unless it's needed to be pushed out. All right, so but your notification preferences, you can change that to either a text message, which is the SMS, or push notifications. Push notifications means that those notifications will never go to your text message, but it will go to your mobile app. And I'll show you where to go for that here in just a second. Actually, really quick here, I can go ahead and show you by hitting cancel. Down here at the bottom where it says notifications, and then it also has the offers. So I will check either one of those two spaces there, either offers or notifications, and then you will be able to see all of those notifications that have been sent your way. All right, going back here to the settings, the localization. This here, I have it normally set on miles and then the month, day, and year for the date. If you prefer kilometers, you can definitely change it there. If you want day, month, and year, you can certainly change it there. It is totally your option on that. All right, going back here, the auto refresh job details part, that's just saying, hey, if anything happens to change on that job request, do you want to have to drag your screen down and have it pop back up to refresh, or do you want it to automatically refresh? Totally your call on that as well. You don't want to ever do the skip navigation options, because you want to be able to decide if you're going to use navigation tools or not. Save original photos is on there. The attachments on Wi-Fi only, and you never have to worry about to enable the developer features on this as well. All right, this is just a quick overview here of your settings page on your mobile app. Last thing I'm going to show you guys how to do today is your availability. So I know a lot of phlebotomists have been asking, well, how come it shows me as unavailable all day, or it doesn't actually show me that I can actually accept draw requests? That's never going to affect you from being able to accept draw requests. However, yes, we do want you to put in your availability. So how you do that is hit this plus sign to the top right. Then you have the option of creating when you are available or when you are not available. So in this case, you want to do your availability, and then you can put in your actual schedule. So when you click availability type, you're always going to select, go ahead and click on overtime, excuse me. You'll go ahead and click on overtime, and then you'll put the date in that you're available for. So I'm going to do tomorrow, September the 2nd, and this is going to start at 12 noon. And then this is going to be available as well. And then you put in your end time, 3 p.m. Let's just say 3 p.m. in this case. And then you will hit the checkbox up top here. This is going to actually create this time. Now, as you can see here on September the 2nd, on this Wednesday, September the 2nd date, I actually have it set from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. And then I have 4 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. That's because it was already previously set. But once you click that checkbox, let me go do an unavailable time. Let me do September the 4th. Since I already put my time in here to be available all day. Let's just go do September the 4th. And when you do your unavailability, you will select either sick, leave, or occupied. I'll always do occupied. And then you can either say all day, or you can go ahead and specify. So I say we're going to do September the 4th. And let's say I'm not available from 12 noon to 6 p.m. in the evening. And then when you hit that checkbox, now you will see that for September the 4th, it has taken out those times that I am no longer available. So my availability now goes from midnight to 12 noon, and then from 6 p.m. to midnight for September the 4th. This is definitely going to be helpful in having your vendor or your scheduler be able to know who they can assign jobs to and when. All right. So from the purpose of today, again, on the video tutorial, we have shown you how to utilize this app to confirm and complete draw requests. You can update your own settings based off of your preference, and then you can also create your available hours or the hours that are not going to be available, all through the mobile app. Please refer to this video tutorial if you get stuck, or if you just need a refresher. There will also be additional training opportunities as well that you will see in the attached form. That will be coming probably in the next day or two after you've had an opportunity of looking at the system. If there are any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me or someone here from our Natera phlebotomy team. You can send that email to phlebotomy@natera.com. Now, that is utilized as a secondary point of reference. Your very first point of reference should always be your vendor contact. All right, thank you again for taking time out to view this recording. I do appreciate it and hope you have a great day.